നമ്മുടെ ജിറാഫ് കുട്ടൻ്റെ വീട്ടിലെത്തിയിരിക്കുക കേട്ടോ. ഞങ്ങളൊരു വഴിയായേ. രണ്ട് കളറാട്ടോ, ആണും പെണ്ണും ആണോ എന്തോ. അവന്മാർ ക്ഷീണിച്ചു കേട്ടോ, വെയിലല്ലേ കണ്ടോ നിൽക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. ആ പടം വരച്ച പോലെ മേത്ത്. ഹിപ്പോൻ്റെ കൂട്ടിൻ്റെ ഉള്ളിലാണ്. മെയിൽ ഹിപ്പോ 1300 ടു 1800 കിലോഗ്രാം വരെ. ഫീമെയിൽ ഹിപ്പോ ചൂടെടുത്തിട്ടേ അതാ വന്നൂത്രേ. അച്ഛ അതാ അച്ചു 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 അമ്മു 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 അങ്ങോട്ട് നോക്ക് ആശാൻ എത്തിട്ടോ. നമ്മുടെ ആഗ്രഹം പോലെ ആശാൻ വന്നിട്ടുണ്ടേ. എൻ്റെ കൈമ അതിൻ്റെ വലിപ്പം കണ്ടാ, തല കണ്ടപ്പോൾ ആശ അത്രയും വലിപ്പം ഉണ്ടെന്ന് മനസ്സിലായില്ല. നോക്കിയേ, അയ്യോ അത് പോണോ നോക്കിയേ. ആ അത് കണ്ടോ, നീന്തണ കണ്ടോ. ഇങ്ങോട്ടോ അച്ചു ഇവിടെ നോക്കടാ. ആ വാല് നോക്ക്, വാല് കൂടെ. അടാ ആ അതെങ്ങനെ വെള്ളത്തിൽ നീന്തും നോക്ക്, അത്രയും വെയിറ്റ് ഉള്ള നീന്തണം നോക്ക്.
So before we start this 40-45 minutes only, I would like to remind everyone few of the safety guidelines.
Okay.
So you can click as much as pictures as you like and videos also, but take your flashlight off because it might provoke our animals. They might get disturbed. And another thing is you can drink water, but please avoid eating foods here.
Okay.
We are not allowed to eat foods here. So you can drink water, but not the foods.
Okay.
And another thing is don't tap on the windows because our animals, they get provoked. They are in their natural behaviors. So if you tap on the windows, they might get disturbed because they are in their natural behaviors. So we will start our journey.
Okay.
And the first habitat we will go to the hippopotamus.
Okay.
So everyone knows how big is hippopotamus. We will see 3 maybe hippopotamus in here. So as we can so hippopotamus underwater, they can hold their breath 5 minutes or more. So you can guess now, they may be somewhere underwater. If they are not above water, they may be underwater also. And also, hippopotamus can bite a crocodile into half. So you can imagine how strong they are. So if they catch you in the wild, you are dead for sure. So please be aware when you are in the wild, especially in the African parts. So what do they eat? They are herbivorous. So they mostly graze on grass, and they are always around 16 hours under the water. Because of the hot climate in Africa, in the wild, they are always somewhere under the water to keep themselves cool. So we are now moving into the wetlands. So as we can see, there is a Goliathidon, right? You can see on the middle of the one. So they are mostly carnivorous. They always feed on big fish. So you can see on the left hand side, on the right hand side, and this one is the security fish. So you can
lion,
see they are mostly migratory. Yeah, take as many pictures as possible inside the So now you can also see the Goliathidon. So that is the Goliathidon.
Goliathidon.
That's the Goliathidon. And the animal you see on the left hand side, on your left hand side is the wild beast. They are found in Africa, in Central and South Africa. You can see the wild beast there, the one with the horn there. They are now resting in the mud pit.
Okay.
And you can also see this. So we have the giraffe on the left hand side. You can take as many pictures as possible. So one interesting fact about giraffe, their kick can kill a lion. And we also have this glossy ibis. So this is the one, the glossy ibis. You can see the glossy ibis. Now on the next one, we are going to see Hamadias baboon. So Hamadias baboon are also found in parts of the Middle East, in Saudi Arabia and Yemen also, and also in parts of the Africa. So you can always see Hamadias baboon in the pack, sometimes 6 to 20 packs, and they are always led by a dominant male. So you can always see them, a leader, alpha male leading the Hamadias baboon. And the habitat, you can see the pinkish on the backside. The pinkish on the backside. You can see that, right? So it's because in the Africa, when they scratch from mountains to mountains, they got this mark. When they are in the mountains, they got in the mark. So what are they eating? Mostly is like insects. We will feed them from time to time. Our animal caretakers here feed them mostly during the daytime, so they don't get hungry during the daytime. They also imitate. So if the Hamadhyas baboons is looking at you and you do something, they copy it. So when they are free, they copy your style. It's like a monkey doing the thing. So we are moving to the African side now. So we are seeing a lot of animals here from the African continent, from different parts of Africa. So we will be seeing zebra also. We'll be seeing Scimitar horned oryx. We'll be seeing eland, common eland, and greater kudu. There are a lot of animals inside that are mostly found in Africa. So now we have the greater kudu. The white stripes on their back, making them the female greater kudu. That's the Scimitar horned oryx. Yeah, please take the picture here. And also the zebra. We have the beautiful zebra here. You can see the color in the zebras. So this is the zebra one. Please see. And the other animal is Scimitar horned oryx. Because of their Scimitar horn type of oryx, they are called the Scimitar horned oryx. So this is one of the beautiful animals we have in the Dubai Safari Park, the zebra. Yeah, please. And the animal you spot there, that is the springbok. And that is goyat. The white on the stripes is greater kudu, and this one is common eland. So this is the second largest eland we have. So this is the second largest eland here. That is called common eland. You can see their horn is spiraling because they use their horn to defend against predators. So we are moving across the African mix. So this is one is the female impalas. They run. So when the animals like lion attack them, they run faster. They are always in deep vegetation. This is the vegetation they are always in. And this is the goat. Do you guys know about the goat? The Mouflin goat. So this is the European Mouflin goat. So they are good at climbers. So they climb at the mountains. They are also herbivores and they climb on the mountains. So we are moving. If we are lucky, we will see the lion here. Not always do we see lions. But on your right hand side, we have the lion. On your right hand side, if you can zoom in, you will see the lion. So this is the lazy thing I was talking about. African brown lion. So they are in the relaxing mode. They are resting probably 16 hours a day. They are one of the laziest animals we have in the Dubai Safari Park. Why do we have lion here and the wild beast on the other side? It's just to make them feel that they are in the wild. So they feel hungry. So they can smell their meat. So they can sense their presence, So they can, kind of regulate their day in accordance with the animals we have in the wild beast. So they are just doing nothing. They are just resting here now. And also in the wild, the females they do most of their hunting. So the female ones provide meat and everything for the kids as well. This is the habitat for rhino. You can easily see her just resting on the muddy pot. So this muddy pit is also part of the habitat. So you can see this also resembles them. They are thinking that they are still in the wild. And you can spot their horn in between. So their horn. So talking about the rhino's horn, if they get broken, they will regrow. One of the interesting thing about rhino's horn is that if they get broken, it will regrow. And this one on the right hand side, we have Cape of Aloe. This is from the African side. We have the Cape of Aloe. So as a part of the enrichments, we have water inside here. So they use most of the time waters to make themselves cool. And they are always resting on the shady part of the Dubai Safari Park. Because to avoid the extreme heat, they are always under the shade or always under the water. We are going to see one of the strongest crocodiles we have in the Dubai Safari Park. So you can spot the crocodile here on your right hand side. On the left hand side, you can spot two crocodiles here. They are one of the strongest. Crocodiles. And they store their food on their tail. Sometimes they spend most of the days without eating. And they store their food on the tail, on the back side of the crocodile. And on your left hand side is the marabou stock. So we have two stock here, marabou stock and the white one. So the white one you see here, this one is white stock and this one is marabou stock. So the marabou stock is the one with the feather and the big hog. So they always eat the remaining dead part of the animal. They don't eat the alive animal, they eat the remaining dead part of the animal. So the white stock you can see, that's the national bird of Poland and Belarus. That's the one. That's the one. So this is the what to see. The people from, so the Itzi people from Uganda, they keep them as a part of the economy and also the part of a culture. And they always feed on the grass. So they are herbivorous and they feed on the grass. And you can see the alligator fish here, alligator garfish. So we call them alligator garfish because of the shape. They have like alligator gar shape. We have also the nilgai here. You can spot the nilgai. We have the spotted deer. You might know this spotted deer, the axis deer. So mostly they hide in deep vegetation because of the fear from the predator, like lion, you know, like tiger especially. So to escape from the tiger, they are always hide in deep vegetation where they are mostly grass. They can hide them. You might have seen them in the Southeast Asia, like India and Nepal. And this is the Arabian oryx and adaks. The Arabian oryx is the national animal of the UAE. So you can spot right here. And we also have you see them in the African mix also. The one with the spiraling horn, the one with the spiraling horn is a greater kudu. We already saw them in the African mix. And the Arabian oryx, since the national animal of UAE, are very well adapted to the desert life. They were once extinct. They were not found in the wild once, but due to the conservation effort, we have brought them back into the wild now. So it's thankful to the conservation. So now we move to the one on your left hand side is the black bog. One from the India. If you remember the Indian subcontinent, that is the one with the spiraling horn. That is the black bog, the sitting alone one there. And we also have the one common eland we saw on the African mix. We also have here. And the one with the horn shape is scimitar horned oryx. So the first one here is black bog. You can easily spot the black bog here. So the scimitar shape horn is scimitar horned shape oryx. This is the common eland, and this is the scimitar horned oryx. We also have sable antelope, the national animal of Zambia. So you can see the sable antelope here, living together with common eland and scimitar horn. So as in the wild, they are herbivorous. They eat together grass. You know, the kind of herbivorous thing they eat together. So you can see them together. So you can spot them on the left hand side. So this is the Bengal tiger. So this is the Bengal tiger, the national animal of Bangladesh and India. Look at this huge Bengal tiger. Yeah, look at them playing, look at them playing. Look at them crawling. So from here they can see the mix also, right? So they kind of feel hungry from here. Look at the beautiful ones. Maybe the kids will be afraid seeing a tiger this close. We make them feel like they are in the wild. They can see the river kind of a thing, free flowing waters. So they can swim, you know, from time to time. So that is the one African wild dogs. African wild dogs. So you can see them like making, doing. So this is the one. So you can spot them the large ears, which helps them when the predators like African wild dogs are hunting. It helps them to hear from a long distance. So their long ears helps them from a long distance. And they mostly live around 16 years or more in the captivity. They don't live much longer than that. Look at the ones. So these are the ones. They always are in a pack from 6 to 20 in the wild, You can see them here like 4, 5 or 6. This one we call it Barbary sheep or Nubian. So we have two animals in there. One of them we will see is Barbary sheep. So they are good climbers. They are adapted to a mountain lives. So you can spot them with the horns also, and they are very well adapted to this kind of environment. And as a part of this investment, we have made a kind of a rocky mountain where they can walk easily from their birth until they live here in the safari park. So you can spot them eating grass here and there. So as a part of investment, what we do is make them realize that they are in the wild, because we don't want them to realize they are being here. They are in the captivity. We don't want them to realize that we are the caretakers here and making them sit inside this habitat. We want them to feel natural in their habitat. You can also spot their kind of white fur in that one, right one. So you can easily spot how easily they will walk on the mountains. We have Asian water buffalo, the national animal of Philippines. We have the Asian water buffalo here also. So you can see this water cattle we saw after the line. We saw this water cattle after the line. So you can see mostly their horn, it helps them regulate their body temperature, especially during excessive heat. So you can see on the left hand side spotted deer. The spotted deer one. They are always consuming grass because they are herbivores. They are always consuming grass. And we also have the impalas one, and you can see this on the other side. So when we see sambar deer, we always kind of notice the female ones and the male ones with horn. Especially the female backbone, everything of the female ones and the male ones we saw on the Asian mix, we'll see them here also. You can also spot the spotted deer easily from here. They are just resting on the side of the impalas. One animal left to see, and that is the fastest land animal we have. Yes, exactly, the cheetah. So we are gonna be seeing one of the fastest animal here. Mostly, they are one of the fastest animals here. So you can spot on your right hand side, on your left hand side, sorry. So you can spot the 2000 marks. So they have roughly about 2000 marks on their body, and you can see them resting here now. Most of the time before hunting, they are always like analyzing where the predators are. So since we saw the Asian mix on the other side, they are looking at the Asian animals they have on the other side, and they can take up to the 110 km per hour. It's like one of the fastest things we have in the world. Just resting here. It's looks like a funny one, but they are dangerous, huh? They are one of the aggressive ones here. So we have come to the end of the tour. I hope you have enjoyed seeing the animals here in Dubai Safari Park. And before we move out, I'd like to give out some information we have after you move out from this tour. We have the board presentation. So the board presentation is first come and first serve. So if you reach on time on the board presentation, you can watch it on live here. So we have a QR code here. You can review us, by powering your thoughts if you liked it, or if you want something better here when you come back visit us again. I hope we'll see each other again. So
Thank
please,
you.